Well, good evening and happy new moon. Wow, this is some intense energy happening. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but there's some crazy stuff happening with Jupiter and Saturn. They're coming together on the 24th, and this hasn't happened since Jesus was born. So there's some huge monumental shifts happening. Just when Jesus was born, there was a huge shift from society, from the old way of thinking into a new way of thinking, about bringing together everyone thinking together in a spiritual way. So with all these crazy astrological things happening, a lot of stuff will bubble up for you and for loved ones. So just take it light energy, and continue to step forward in peace and love and forgiveness. So we're going to start off with, I drew some cards. And yeah, pretty freaking wild, I have to say. So the first one I drew was the Fool. So I did a new moon poll. So from the past, the present, and the future. So the first card I chose was the Fool. So the Fool is faith and fearlessness to jump into new endeavors with a light heart. Take a fresh step in a new direction. So what that's saying is, kind of think of your old life, your old way of life, your habits, and the way you used to do things, and your traumas, and your the lens that you used to look at yourself back in the day. This is saying switch your lens from the old way you used to look at your old self and how past experiences, how you used to deal with them, and how you used to view them. So this is saying to take a fresh look at them. And so instead of the things that you used to do in your previous life, kind of transform them into, look at the old experiences that you had, the old lessons you had in the past, but take a new look at them with the new wisdom you have of being older. So this is saying take new steps, badass direction into the way that you view and feel about what you did in the past. The next card, it was stagnation. It's a big stagnation card. I think it was the Four of Cups or something like that. But what this is saying is that you have needs not met. You need to overhaul. You're bored. What I see here is a rat on top of some cups. So basically it's like a big, this is for the present. So it kind of feels like you're stagnant. Like you have some wonderful ideas how to move forward in life. You have ways that you want to complete and be a better human, and it just doesn't seem like anything's working right now. And I see this big black crescent moon that's shining. So we're kind of in the depths of a darkness, and there's a light shining above us. We can see the light, but the stagnation that everything's happening right now it's sucking you down into this black kind of hole. It's not really depression per se. It's more like stagnation. Like energy isn't moving as freely as it should. You're kind of bored. The things you're doing is not really igniting a passion. And so what this is saying is just like hang on and keep making steps forward. And with this blue moon, or this new moon, we are in the darkness, and it's very close to the winter solstice. So we are getting very close to the darkest day of the year. So this is nature saying presently that it's in the dark, and so are we. We're stagnant, and this is when winter. This is when you just like cozy up with a blanket, enjoy the boredom. No need to feel worried or anxious. Just accept accept it, get cozy up, get some tea, read some nice books. Just get cozy and enjoy this stagnation, because what happens after stagnation is full of energy. So make sure that you take this time to rest, get your batteries fully charged, because there's going to be some massive changes happening with this, especially with this new moon and all the Saturn stuff. This is a huge monumental shift of civilization and craziness. So take this time of stagnation to charge your batteries. The next one I pulled was the Father of Swords. Whoo! So what I see here is this big owl with this rainbow sword that he's grasping onto. So owls they're full of wisdom and perception and faith and taking on many different things in many different ways. But also, they kind of see everything from every angle, and they don't have emotion tied to it. So with this stagnation and the Fool of taking everything lightly, the owl is saying take things seriously, but without emotion. Kind of do it like a Vulcan way, where emotion's not a part of their way. But from the boredom and the infusion that's coming, the new energy waves and the new ways of life and living, make sure that the decisions you make, you look at every single possible angle. You take emotion out of it, and what the Father of Swords is saying is that take your sword, your wisdom sword, after living your life, after being cozy and reflective, after the reflective state, after this new moon in the future, the wisdom's going to take over, and the things that needed to happen in your life will happen, and the wounds will get healed, and you will take your sword and step into your best, most badass self. And this owl, the owl in all of us, the wisdom part, knows your true knows your trueness. It knows your divinity inside of you. It knows that you are never alone, because we are humans, we are family. We are never alone. Our society, our family, our friends, we all have each other's backs. And our love that goes through the divine back into our soul. The divine never leaves us alone. It is always there with us. And so the owl is saying, hey, remember that you are never alone. You're full of love. And all you have to do is send love out, and love will come back. And so for your future, make sure you look deep, look at all the angles, and take emotion out of all decisions for your future steps, whether it's business or family or love life or any of these things. What it's saying is take all of your wisdom that you've learned through your life and make sure you use them for your future decisions. And finally, jump decks. And of course, guess what, baby? So it's a black moon. I pulled Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon. Seismic mind charge. Okay, I'm gonna hit boom, boom, boom. Seismic mind charge. Second chances bring success. Look at this card. Look how badass it is. It's the Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon. This is some powerful, powerful stuff. If you don't believe in this, and these things, I can't believe I was thinking about the new moon and I drew a card that says Black Moon. Like, it's not coincidence. That's divine timing right there. That is really divine timing. There is no such thing as coincidence, only divine timing. So I'm going to read some of this. Some of the better parts that I thought of this. Your soul is on the diamond path of spiritual growth. You may feel pressured by life at times, but at a higher level, those challenges are helping you realize your true strength of character. You have the personal will, strength, and physical power that you need for success, no matter what has happened in the past. You are developing the spirit, passion, and vitality to fight like a tigress defending her cubs. Believe in yourself. There is great dignity and strength in your heart. So, that's some power stuff right there. If you're not feeling something, I got goosebumps. I don't know if you guys got goosebumps, but I do. So in a reading, do not judge anything or anyone, including yourself, on what you believe is possible based on the past. Reclaim and redirect your energy according to what matters most to you. You are stronger than you may realize. The return of strength after a challenge, second chances for success, and brilliant intuition or insight that ends a long-lasting cycle of repeated struggle are indicated. So it's those other cards we just pulled. So I don't know if there's a long-lasting struggle of repeated habits. It could be habits. It could be emotional baggage that you had in your past. But the Fool, what this is saying is that you're going to have new intuition. You're going to have a new lens to look at your past in order for you to evolve into the next thing. To move past the stagnation into the wisdom. This is some trippy stuff right here, guys. The struggles of your past were needed in order to grow. Touché. The struggles were needed for you to grow. You can't become a butterfly without cracking out of your shell. Yet now, having fulfilling their spiritual usefulness, they are no longer required. If you continue to interpret your life experiences through the filter of old beliefs and past happenings, you will lose the truth of what is taking place at a deeper level. You are being reformed, renewed, reborn into a stronger, clearer, truer version of yourself. The past was needed to get you here, but is no longer to be seen as something that defines you. Wow. Another seismic mind charge. So, the past does not define you. The stagnation you're feeling is not the past, the struggles. You might view that as being bored and feeling stagnation, but the past is already there, and the spiritual lessons, either you've learned them or you will learn them in the future. But if you've learned those spiritual things, they will no longer have a spirit impact on you. So with this new moon, what it's saying is that it's shifting all of the struggles you had, all of those past views of your past, into a new wisdom that you step into a brand new part of your life that you've never had before. And this is a very magical, badass black moon, because black moon is clearing the slate. It's clearing your past for you, basically. This new moon is very powerful. And so on this day, or for this next moon cycle, make sure you consciously see this, that the stuff that's happening, what you're doing is healing past stuff and struggles, and you are basically cleaning the lens that you see your past and opening the door to your future. So that diamond tiger, she's going to lead you through the vortex into your new life. So I don't know about you guys, but that's some mega downloads. Revision your past. Look through it through a new lens. The stagnation's okay. Use it to recharge your batteries. The future, use your wisdom and bring no emotion to it. The black moon is a way for you to see new light, to see a new way forward, to see the possibilities of changing old habits, the possibilities of new love, the possibilities of opening your heart and tapping into your intuition and your subconscious. This new black moon is going to rip a hole in your life and make you become a better, stronger, more loving human. Make sure you take the time to look to your past, re-envision it, and look to your future with intentions and journals. And make sure you have a clear path with a big goal, but not too big. And realize everything that you've went through in your life, your spiritual self, the things that forged you into who you are. Take it lightly. Because those spiritual lessons that you've learned have made you who you are today. And sometimes those lessons aren't light. But just as the baby bird takes his first wings, his first flight out of the nest, that lesson is a heavy lesson. But when he lands, he might land pretty hard, but he gets back up because he's just a baby. And he takes a childlike approach to the lesson and said, oh, I did that a little wrong. Next time, I will be the wings, the courageous self. I will not take this fall into fear, into dark. I will take this fall into light and to challenge and to courageousness. So I challenge you this new moon to set badass intentions and forgive the past. Have a wonderful one, everyone. Aho. Woo!